here I am, back in Binding of Isaac, playing through and trying to be better at this game than I was. I just had to start back at the beginning because I got killed by some red zombie-ish thing that turns into a big pile of flesh when I kill it, and it doesn't stay dead even though I tell it to. I'm gonna see if that heart sticks around, so that if I lose... So it looked like these ones, except... Ow! See, because now I want to be able to go back into that other room and get a full heart, rather than wasting half of that heart, is what I want to be able to do. So yeah, so instead of turning into a body that walks around, it just turned into a pile of grossness. Yes, it does stay. Okay, so I didn't waste half of the heart by doing that. I have a key. I don't have a lot of money. I'm not going to use the key there. And so I did learn a thing, and so that's another one of those instances of the more you play, the better you get. And ideally then... Was I able to see that that was a mini-boss before it started, or was this a surprise? I wasn't paying close enough attention to know for certain if I was warned that this was a mini-boss and just stumbled into it, or if this was kind of just, there is a mini-boss and you find out when you enter. But hopefully you give me some sort of really cool something to make up for the fact that you just took a whole heart. See, I kind of like... Okay, and now I do have to kill these things as well, right? Like, they're gonna have to die. The last time I did this, isn't this how I got the big bomby guy? Okay, I've got Bob's the Rotten Head. No clue what Bob's the Rotten Head does, but I do know... No! No! I don't want to die! That's why I'm here. Mom's trying to make me die, and I don't want to die. That's with moms like that. Okay. Oh, a full heart! Oh, I like that. Alright, let's go up here. There's supposed to be something nice here. Oh, this is Dr. General or Bob's the Rotten Head. So that's a choice type thing, but let's go. I don't like leaving spaces unexplored, so... Alright, I don't have a lot of money, so I might as well use my key here and get some pills. These pills have been doing some pretty random things. I have no idea what this set of pills is going to do. I also don't know what Bob's the Rotten Head is going to do, so I'm going to, and of course, I wish I knew how better to say your name. Salmunier. La Salmunier is not here. I think I might go with LaSalle for now. And so... do not have tips on optimization in that regard. Let's Rotten Head it up. That's it? Okay, good to know that that's what that did. I have never seen this one before and am clearly not very good at it. Which, again, is an example of negative correlation. The more frequently you fight a given monster, the better you get at it. So, the more you fight it, the less you die. But, additionally, the more you die against it, the less you might want to play. Alright. So, I'm not sure if anybody is here and still having fun watching me die a million times. You know what? I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try again because I am stubborn and really want to do well on this. And that's that negative correlation, right? I am so glad that I moved away from that. Was that my own? I did learn that if you shoot the poop, you get money. Poop is money. I don't know why people are eating their money. Like, that is what that seems to imply. should not eat your money. Whatever. Okay, now, oh, there we go. Now I can see what this remote does at some point. It's like my panic button. These sorts of powers, I have no clue what they actually do. I just learn about it in moments of panic. And I have some additional bombs. Okay, so I do know that that room above me is the boss room. And so I clearly don't want to go there yet. I don't know of any good reason, yet at least, why I would want to rush into the boss fight unless I mean, I'm sure there's an achievement for how fast you can move through and do everything, but I have the bean has appeared in the basement. That's great. Is that because I have been shooting a whole bunch of poop? That seems like. Okay, I definitely did not see a symbol on the room that said, "Hey, there's a boss fight here." So, and I was trying to remember to keep an eye out for that. This guy reminds me of the game Bomberman, is what this guy reminds me of, which is a game that my cousins would play at like Thanksgiving, and that I got banned from playing because I would panic that I was stuck in a corner and use all sorts of bad language in front of the small children. This happened one of my first times coming from college. And so, clearly, that's how I feel about people throwing bombs in my face while I'm trying to shoot them. Haha, you blew yourself up. Nah, 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 nah. And so now, oh, okay, so I can either have Mr. Boom or I can have the doctor's remote. Alright. I want the doctor's remote, not because I necessarily want the doctor's remote, but because I don't think there's anything in particular I want to blow up. I don't have any keys. And so I can't, I haven't even seen a way to get keys in this level. So I can't go in that room, and there's nothing that I need to explode. And so I am just going to go up to our boss fight, I guess, and when I panic, I will hit the doctor's button. Maybe the doctor can, like, deliver the baby and make you less annoying of a fight. This fight appears to be a lot about running away. That's what this fight seems to be all about for me. And if I get you caught, it appears that if you get caught properly, you can't puke your grossness at me. Right? Like, you're trying to, but the baby can't reach me. But now that the baby is not on the umbilical cord, they can follow me around and go through walks, because I assume they're kind of flying and crying. That's what I'm thinking of. Maybe this isn't even supposed to be a baby, but I don't know what else I'm supposed to think of when I see this thing on an umbilical cord. I'm gonna be honest. It just, that's the only thing it says to me is, and I don't know what else that's supposed to be indicative of. 2 blue hearts. Look at that. And then I get dinner. And again, I have no idea, like, I can see that I have dinner, but I no idea how to use dinner. No, I don't want you to die. No. Now, I have 3 bombs. I have this doctor's thing. I don't have any keys. I just realized that it lets you go back after you've defeated the boss, but there's not really much I can do. Oh, presents! Uh-oh. Somebody gave me poop. Oh. Like, Isaac has just had such a rough life, even before his mom started trying to murder him, it seems. It's just not cool, bro. Not cool. Okay, I got rid of that one. Now I've got the one really annoying one left that I've got to kind of shoot and keep on the other side of a barrier. Is really... There we go. Now I think I am going to use one of my bombs in order to get at these hearts, because those seem really important to me. I've got the half of one, I'm going to leave the whole one behind so that I don't waste any of it. I don't like the idea of wasting parts of hearts. And so I'm going to stick with that. And again, I haven't really found anything that's super good for talking about experimental designs per se. I mean, there are things that I could use that are a stretch, right? That I could randomly select which power-up I'm going to have, and then, so there would be random assignment to power-up, and the power-up would be the independent variable, and then I would measure how far I get on the basis of rooms cleared, and so the thing that I would manipulate is what power-up I get, and then the thing that I would measure would be rooms cleared, so that would be the dependent variable. And so you could stretch it like that, but I don't have any control over what power-up I get. And so, because I don't have control over the power-up I get, it's not a true experimental design. It would be known as a quasi-experiment. Because in a quasi-experiment, you, for one reason or another, lack control over the independent variables. The independent variable is the thing that typically you would manipulate or control, and sometimes you can't. The most common type of quasi-experiment in psychology, in my field, would be you see a lot of things talking about the difference between, how am I supposed to do this? I can only shoot on the orthogonals. Oh, you know how I'm supposed to do this? I'm supposed to do this like this. Here, take that. Because now I can weave in and out. And shoot you from afar. I don't want to have to use my last remaining bomb, but it seems better than dying. It just seems like a better idea. I only have one part left. Let's try, what is this doctor caller? Well, that's a weapon. I was killed by myself. Oh, man. So yeah, so now we have, oh, there we go. Money. That's starting off. So we start off with just our basics, and what we're looking for is for our independent variable. That is going to be our initial power-up. And so that will be, we'll do our quasi-experiment, where we'll manipulate the independent variable. And there we go. They got a little quiet there. Where we will try to find our independent variable. That's where we're trying to find. So that we can use that to see how far we get. And that will be our dependent variable. Now, there will be some, what we would call confounds. A confounding factor is one where it could be affecting the dependent variable. It's something that you want to be able to control, but you're not controlling. And in this case, it would be experience, the inner eye. Oh, I appear to be, this thing makes me shoot 3. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. I hope it's not limited. And I can shoot in there as well. That's awesome. Is there anywhere else I wanted to shoot inside? No. And in this case, the confounding variable is going to be experience. That is, even though for each time that I run through this, I, of course, am getting more and more experienced with the game, and that experience will also affect how deep I get, or it should. Right? That's the idea behind that negative correlation. I've got 2 full things worth of goodness that I just can't get. That's that idea between the negative correlation between frequency of playing and frequency of dying. That the more you play, the less you should die, and that, for now, is confounded with the power-ups that I get. Whoa, I've never seen you do that before. Nope, none for me, thank you. But the idea, the way that you would fix that, it would be through lots of trials. That is, stop barking on me. I don't like that one. Jump instead. Jumping is way better than barfing. There you go. Jumping. Better than barfing. I can control that better. What I like about this power-up, while we're talking about power-ups, is I don't have to have a faith. And that's kind of nice. It also appears to be helping me with the blood drops, which is kind of nice. It helps get rid of that. Okay, I'm gonna wait till it's done exploding. Excellent, excellent, excellent. The belt. Don't know what that does. I don't have any keys. The bombs aren't useful for me. Jump down and see some of the rest of the trauma that poor Isaac has had to experience. Oh, let me give you some flowers. Oh, you jerk. Why? Why are all these people so mean? Like, Isaac's whole life has been full of jerks. And yet he's still here. Like, I don't want to die. And I don't want poor Isaac to die either. Alright, we've found another bomb. So yeah, so the way that you would solve that problem, the way that you would help eliminate that confound, and this is kind of true in general, that when you create experiments, you have to predict what the confounds would be, and then eliminate them, and the way that we would eliminate that here would be through repeated trials. Alright, what do the yellow pills do again? I don't remember. And so, what we would need to do is, I would need to play the game many, many times, and have the power-ups, each of the power-ups, many times over the course of playing the game. And therefore, some of the power-ups would be from earlier in the game, some of the measurements for each power-up would be towards later in playing the game, and so we would kind of eliminate that compound by making all things. We would be able to say all things being equal. Now, let's see, what does this one do? I don't know what that did, but it didn't heal me, which was kind of what I was hoping it would do. Oh, wait. Well, it can get to me, but I can more easily get to it behind its shield because of my triple shot. There we go. Almost. And so, that also encourages and says, hey, PsychTricks, you could just play this game more, and it would be okay. And here's an empty room, and the next one should be empty as well. Let's try going up this time. Whoa, there's a lot of you. I'm gonna get you all as you come out to try to limit your ability to get to me. Right, like, I don't want you to be able to surround me like you just did. That's what I don't want to have happen. By keeping you as trapped as possible, I can keep myself safe. Right? Because I don't want to get bled on. That's a reasonable thing to not want to have happen. Right? Like, people don't want to get bled all over. I don't know why it would kill me to get bled all over. But you know what? I can do it. Alright, nothing there. I do have 2 keys now, though. Ooh, and healing. Let's go see, before we go into that other room, that may very well be something we don't want it to be. Where had we wanted to use some keys? Not there. Not there. We don't want to go up from there. But there is a locked room there that has a shop to the left of it, but I only have 4 coins. I just don't have a lot of coins. And so, maybe I don't want to use the key there. Because there really is no good reason to do it. if I want coins, I can use those 2 bombs together. What's up? Of course. Bomberman. What's up? What did I tell you about not liking people throwing bombs at me? I do believe that you and I had this conversation before, how I just am not a big fan of bombs being thrown in my face. It's just not my favorite thing. And so, if you could, please, sir, refrain from throwing those bombs in my face, I would be so thankful. You could also just not touch me. I don't like you. And look at that. Now I have a lot of extra bombs. And that makes me more likely to use some bombs to get some coins. Because I have lots of them. And we still have 3 left. A small rock has appeared in the basement. Why do I want a small rock? I have no idea why I want a small rock. But it's here. I also have Magneto. So now I am magnetic and have a 3rd eye. And can go check out the shop. This is sounding good. This is sounding real good. And like, this is an entirely accidental loading. I have 8 coins. I can get a blue heart. Let's do it. It might be a short-sighted decision because it is a blue heart and therefore temporary. But this early on, when I am this bad at the game, Duke of Flies. Alright, this is the guy. This is the second guy I ever faced and the first guy I ever defeated. But I think it was kind of a fluke that I was able to defeat him. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't think it was skill. I think it was entirely luck. And so we're not going to get overconfident with this guy, because that would be a mistake. I think overconfidence at all in this game is a mistake. And I don't want to make mistakes like that. So we're not gonna. We still do need to defeat all of the flies, and there are still quite a few. So I want to, oh, look at that! That's what the Magneto is doing. It is attracting those hearts to me, but I don't necessarily want to get them until they are useful to me. Okay. And I have found some rotten meat. I have gone through all of the rooms. I have unlocked everything. I have bombed everything. So, yeah. And and now I have a permanent extra life. Is that what that rotten meat did for me? Is that what things like lunch and rotten meat have been doing and I just haven't noticed? Alright. Oh, another new one where there's no toilet paper. You know, of all of the things that have happened to this guy, I find it interesting that no toilet paper is on the list of traumas. It is very relatable, but I just am not sure that it hits the same way as my mom is trying to kill me because God told her to. I just am not sure. I'm gonna go check upwards first just because. Oh. I dislike these guys quite a bit. I mean, I guess you're not supposed to like them, but I don't know. They bother me. Not in a, like, visceral, I'm scared of them way, so much as just they annoy me kind of way. So, I hope I don't have to face too many of them, simply because they're annoying. Ow! No! PsychTricks, move away! This is bad. And it's entirely my fault. A lot of these these, like, nightmarish things, I wonder what they used to be. Like, you almost wonder, are they tormented souls too? Where and why is all of this in my basement? Why do I have a legitimate basement to hell going on? I mean, we can make deals with the devils. They're legitimate basements to hell. Is this my fault? Is this my mother's fault? Is there a reason that God is telling her to kill me? I mean, that's really all we're getting. We're getting very brief hints of story, and that's it. And I'm sure that that's intentional in terms of the game. There are so many follow-up games to this that I'm sure there's even more story after that as well. But I suspect I have to be much better at the game to get anything more out of it in terms of the lore. Right? Like, so there's that locked door looks different than all of the others as well. Stop coughing up blood. Like, listen, I just got over bronchitis. If you could stop coughing at me, I'd really appreciate it. Because otherwise, I'm going to end up coughing on stream, and it's going to sound really, really awful. What is this? I want to be able to go in there, and I can't. Do I try a bomb on it? No. Bombs are such a precious resource. At least they are to me right now. That I don't think I'm going to try a bomb on it. Okay. This green one in the middle worries me to no end. And I currently don't have any sort of special item that I can use. I do have Magneto, which should help bring me that part, but that implies that I'm going to survive until it gets to me. And I'm not going to stay still waiting for it. If it gets to me, it gets to me. If not, ooh, but look what it did for that bomb. That was great. Okay. Because otherwise I would not have been able to get that bomb at all. And that would have been unfortunate. And look, that guy got right back up. You know, that's why the first time I ever played Resident Evil, I had so many nightmares, and that's why I hate it when I kill something and it doesn't stay dead. And, like, that is stuff of my nightmares, that I'll shoot things and they won't stay dead, and I'll have to actually, like, convince them. I'll have to be like, yo, I just shot you. And I have to convince them that they should actually be dead. And I do. I have arguments with monsters in my nightmares where I'm just like, no, I did kill you. And then eventually, if I do convince them, then they're dead. I'm so stuck. I am in so much trouble in this corner right here. What does this do? What does this do? I don't know what that just did, but I think it saved me. So yeah, so when monsters in anything refuse to stay dead, it just freaks me out. It really does. So I would really, oh, that's the big bad. I would really appreciate it if these monsters would stop getting back up. I'm gonna plant a bomb there. Wrong button. Plant a bomb there. And run away so that I can get a treasure, which included a bomb. So it gave me the bomb back, but I also got half a heart, which is great. Okay, which way do I want to go? What did I not get up here? Yeah, no, see, that is a room. I just don't know how to get into that room. It almost looks like it's supposed to have a sword. Okay, I'm gonna go check out these other two rooms first. And if I survive the bronchitis guy's room, that's what you are now. You are my bronchitis. I have a fly hanging out with me. It's a friend fly? What is it doing? And if I can survive bronchitis guy's room and the other rooms, then I will go plant a bomb. There we go. Okay, so I've gotten rid of that guy's first set of flies that he exploded into. Now let's kill you and let you explode into your own set of flies. Now, I'm not going to be able to get over there because there's no way to. But yeah, if I survive these rooms, ow, which isn't a guarantee, then I will go try bombing or some other technique to get behind those bars. Otherwise, I won't have survived, and it won't matter. Right, so that's... And either way, I was going to go through all of the rooms. It almost looks like there's a sword behind there, which is interesting. Because right now I have a weapon full of arrows. Alright, let's do that. Excellent, that increases survival probability. And let's go through the golden door. What are you? Shoot da whoop. Alright. Don't know what that does, but it sounds awesome. And we'll go through here. Now, what do I want to buy? I only have 3 coins. I can't buy any of this. Never mind. I don't know why I went into that room. I should have known better. Let's try gambling one of them. I only have 3. I didn't like that. Let's try one more time. Excellent. Okay, I'm not gambling anymore. I got something good. I am not going to press my luck. Right? Like, that's just going to be the end of that. And we're going to die. These guys are... These guys are going to murder me. I don't like them. There's too many. Oh no, 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 no. Whew, another key. Alright. And that's everything, so let's go back up there. I have 3 bombs left, so it's not going to use my last bomb to try this, so I am going to try planting a bomb here. It did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Big bad it is. I've got 1 heart to try with this big bad and a shoop-da-whoop, which I don't even know what it does, but we will panic button the shoop-da-whoop if we have to. Let's go. I have never seen Peep before. This is even better because I have 0 experience with this goopy guy. But I can kind of guess that I don't want... Wait, let's try shoop-da-whoop. What does that do? Okay, well, that was a waste, but... So he's got green goopy stuff. I'd have to imagine I don't want to land on the part of the floor where he has put his green goopy stuff. I have knocked one of his eyeballs out. It's probably not going to feel good if it gets to me. So... I was killed by this thing. I leave everything to my cat Guppy. I think I am going to end the stream here. Gamer Bear is going to be home soon. I have managed to talk about both negative correlations in my first video, and now a little bit about how you would use this to explain experimental designs by manipulating or rather quasi-experimental designs that we would use as our independent variable what power-ups we get, and then our dependent variable we would measure how many floors we make it down, or better yet, how many rooms we clear. And so with the independent variable thing, the thing that is manipulated or being the predictor variable, and then the dependent variable being the thing that we measure, and that would be number of rooms cleared, with the idea that we would want to see, do power-ups predict rooms cleared? Are certain power-ups better than others when it comes to rooms cleared, or at least better than others when I go to play? And so we're going to end up here, and hopefully I will have a chance to come back relatively soon rather than it being a full additional year before I get to stream again. So thank you all very much for coming along, and I will hopefully see you soon. Take care.